right. I don't like microphones.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Go.
So my name is Erik Dahl. I'm a user experience designer at Lexington here in Columbus. And I want to talk to you about a personal art project that I've been working on for the last several years. So what exactly is it? I call it Sideview Mirror Project. And basically what I do when I drive, when I'm commuting typically, I have a point and shoot camera that I keep with me. And I take pictures of drivers in front of me in their rearview mirrors. That's pretty much it. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, but that's what it's about. So a couple projects that sort of drew inspiration for this. Andrew Bush's 66 drives, Brian Collier's highway expedition, as well as his classification system, and the Stray Shopping Cart project. If you're not familiar with any of these, they're really great projects. You should look them up. Some early explorations in this. When I first started commuting, I should say that I'm a bike messenger that sort of, not messenger, but a biker that was sort of assimilated into car culture. So I've always wanted to kind of connect with what was going on. I never really liked being contained within the car. If you look at Flickr, do a quick Flickr search, you sort of see two themes come out. One is looking at the world behind me, what's going on behind me, or self-portraits. And I really wanted to do something different. I really wanted to try to connect with that interstitial space between commuters and between drivers. So this is what ends up. I've probably taken over 1,000 pictures, and these are just some of them. You can sort of see, what are these people thinking? What are they doing? Are we having a shared experience when we're stopped at a red light? And one of the things when I've started to share this with other people is there a privacy issue? What's the public space? What's the private space when we're in our cars? How do we sort of treat that? And how do we communicate with other people inside the cars and outside of the car? And then what sort of patterns do we see, both in behavior and then also just in the sort of form of the mirrors? If you just abstract it out from that, what can we learn about product design just by looking at the simple forms of the mirrors and all the different forms they take? So what, right? So what I want to do, I wasn't sure who I'd be talking with today, so I want to sort of abstract out 10 lessons that I've learned over the course of a couple of years of doing this project that might be helpful for other people to hear. So the first one is just start, just do it. Even if you don't know where it's going, you don't know what you're going to do, just do something. Start making something, start creating something. I didn't know where this was going when I started. Now I have over 1,000 photos of different people doing the same thing that I can do lots of different things with. I also have 2 young children, so make it fit into your life. I didn't have time to sort of bring on something new, so I needed to do it while I was commuting, while I was already doing something, adding something to that, so I could have an output without extra inputs. Take advantage of opportunities. The only way I can do this project is because people adjust their rear or side view mirrors incorrectly. I shouldn't be able to see people in their side view mirrors if I'm directly behind them. So identify opportunities, whatever environment you're in, and take advantage of those. There's a huge difference between having my camera with me at the steering wheel and having it next to me in the bag. I've missed so many shots because I've been lazy and left it in the bag and couldn't get it out in time. And I kick myself every time that happens, and it still happens today. So ultimately, it's all about the people. No matter what you're doing, it shouldn't be about the product, it shouldn't be about the technology, it should be about the people that you're designing this thing for, or creating, or whatever you're doing. Think about the people first. And the next thing you should think about is context. It's all about context as well. What's the environment in which I'm doing something? Does anyone have a guess of who this person is? Who this person might be? No. Right, it's a police officer. So it makes a big difference if you think about this police officer making eye contact with me as opposed to just someone else. Human emotions are hugely volatile. This guy, at the course of one stop sign, and one phone call went through 5 visible emotions. I only showed 3 here. But when you're thinking about people, people are emotional. And they'll also live with horrible experiences. This sort of broken mirror here, a cracked one over there. We also see that people are very adaptive and will sort of adapt to their environments and create their own solutions if you don't provide them for them. And then this is another thing that I see often is that we have these 2 mirrors which give you a different perspective on the same situation. So you're always going to approach any sort of situation with one perspective, but try to back up and take things from a different perspective to see really what's going on. And ultimately, goals and expectations change how we perceive new experiences. So as a user experience designer, I'm creating opportunities for people all the time, and I need to think about what's actually happening. And this has really changed the way that I drive. And that's the end. Sideview Mirror Project is the website. My Twitter is Erik Dahl. And if you have any any questions afterward, I'd be happy to talk to anyone.